Our next guest is so committed to making sure his patriotic fashion line is ethically sourced that he tested the fabric to find out its country of origin. But when he learned that one of his suppliers was using cotton from slave labor region in China, he knew he had to speak out.
Identified one supplier that fell below the high standards we expected, and we decided to return any products purchased from that supplier until further test confirms that all products come from sustainable sources. We believe that companies must meet their words with their actions. 9 Line Apparel will test, identify, and stop any further exploitation of forced labor.
Tyler Merritt is a vet and the CEO of 9 Line Apparel and joins us now. Tyler, thanks for being here. So I bet a lot of people didn't know you could actually test the materials and determine what region they came from, and that's what you did. And what did you find?
Yeah, it's very similar to a DNA test. So it compares isotopes from a region in Xinjiang, China. This is a region where people are forced to work indefinitely for this simple fact of being born a Muslim. So we test this material and we've identified that Next Level Apparel, doing business as YS Garments, which is the country of the importer of record, that's what came back consistent with Xinjiang cotton, not once, but a second time that we tested at a different lot, a different batch from a different distribution center, came back as being consistent as well. So we've tested Bella Canvas, we've tested Hanes, we've tested District Thread, our other major manufacturing partners, and they did not have any consistency with this slave region. But when I reached out to Next Level and I spoke with the CEO, I was essentially told that they have a zero tolerance policy, but never to elaborate really what that means. And that's what I'm doing here. Their lawyers have hit me up on a weekly, monthly basis telling me to stop testing, telling me to essentially that they've got this under control. They're going to do testing from here on out and they're going to self-govern. But that's unacceptable to me.
They're coming after you. And here's a portion of what Next Level Apparel has said. They've said to us, forced labor is considered a zero tolerance issue, as you said, and any confirmed instances of forced labor by our suppliers with any factories and mills that produce garments, accessories, or fabric or use of cotton grown in Xinjiang may result in termination of the business relationship. Is this something, I mean, you're staying vigilant on this. Is this something you would encourage other businesses to do, to actually find out where your stuff's being made?
Absolutely. The whole idea of test but verify, right? So I take products like Next Level and I relabel them, not just for myself, but for our partners. I do private label for some of my military units, right? I do it for church groups and school groups that my kids go to. And a lot of people don't realize that their product may derive from the slave trade. And these are church organizations, these are school groups, these are people who, visit my stores that are extremely patriotic. And at the very least, we want ethical sourcing. We do look for USA made, right? This hoodie is made in the US. This shirt is made in the US. Our product line is very wide and robust with USA made options. But at the very least, you need to pay humans in South America, Central America, and Asia. It's a minimal ethical standard. I think that everyone can get behind it. The CEOs of the companies that I work with have committed themselves to do so.
It's great to hear. The company is 9 Line, and Tyler Merritt, friend of the show. Appreciate you being here and raising the awareness on this.
Thank you, Pete.
Good to see you.